Welcome back to another Trinexus video. We are officially starting Genshin version 3.2 today. This is going to be probably a 4-part series. I'm not entirely sure how long this is going to take. I know when I did the last one, it took several different parts to finish. I didn't upload them because, well, I had some other stuff going on. But we're going to be doing a boss battle with Scaramouche's mech. I hope to get Nahida. I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take me, but we will see. I've already got most of my characters up in levels, so that will hopefully help, and let's just jump right in. I'm super excited to see what will happen. Of course, downloading resources. I will be back in a second. Alright. We are loading in right now. So excited for this new update. There we go. I believe we ended off with collecting up our Naras, I think. So my character should be somewhere randomly on top of a mountain. If I remember correctly. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Because not only are we supposed to supposedly meet or get Nahida, but we're also supposed to meet Scaramouche as well. We've already met him over at the Delusions Factory in Inazuma, and as well as, I think, there's some other place. I think it was like an event or something that happened long ago, but this is going to be interesting. Through the pre-dawn night, wait until the next day. Is that... Okay.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom
I
established among
already
the heavens.
know this. So, same weapons as always. Awesome. Log in. Weekly missions. Spend... Wow. Probably the fastest I've ever hit. Battle Pass level 1. And claim that. New banner. Let's go ahead. I could do Thundering Pulse, but we're gonna chart course for this. 491. I might be able to add that to the amount they need for a draw. 5 and 3. No, that'd be only 8. Okay. So let's go ahead. Akasha Pulses. Okay. Nahida storyline. Alright. And Verdant Takeover Go Challenge, so... a lot less on the list of things to do this time around. That's actually kind of interesting. Alright, before we do anything, Fire Zone recommended I do this. I need to make sure that I have all of these claimed. Nothing showing up there. Notices, we'll check that. It's probably just going to be basic stuff. Yeah. Pretty basic stuff. Alright. Go to mail. That's 300 right there. And we're also going to check my Genshin app to see if there's any new... nope, it doesn't look like it. Alright. I can't do a poll yet. Well, actually, no, I can. Should I do it? Why not? I mean, it's the first one of the new... Rare. You're guaranteed a rare, so... That's nice. Alright, sharpshooter. Hey! We got Bennett. Nice. Not who I was looking to pull, but I pulled Bennett, and I've been wanting to add him to my team, so that is nice. Gold steel. Alrighty then. But I got Bennett, so that is actually awesome. Stardust. I can't do anything with Stardust Exchange right now. I'm assuming a lot of people have already pulled. I'm gonna go ahead and... this.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
We're just gonna get him up in level as much as we can. Wow. Alrighty then.
Relaxing
Alright.
days like this are nice.
So we got Bennett. That's good. I need to check. Here we go. Alright. This is what we want right here. It says wait until the next day. We're just gonna fast forward right through. I am really looking forward to this next part. As of recording this, it's probably the night before that I ended up playing this, so you will see this by... Wednesday. Which makes sense, because that's what my old schedule used to be, so... Let's go talk to Candace. I think she is still in our village. So let's go ahead and do that. As well as, I'm going to drop off what I have for Dendroculus into the Statue of Seven, because then I don't have to worry about carrying those around. Put them in. I don't have that many for level 7, but that's fine. Alrighty. Time to go see Candace. Oh, she's standing outside. Oh, that's interesting. My hope is that it's not lagging for any of you.
Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Okay. So we are leaving off from last
Well,
part.
what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What
What's
do
that?
you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
You know, I technically would say yes in this most cases, but reckless is kind of the thing that Winter does, so it's kind of hard to resist. Let's go ahead and do this.
Everyone's here so
I'm just gonna
early.
play on playing so
Why
that
isn't anybody
you guys
talking?
can just listen to it.
We already discussed things a bit.
I'll put the cursor over here in the
Hey,
corner.
where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
Yes. We can
Very
start
well.
now. After some discussion and debates,
Are
the
you
group
sure
finally
this is
works on a
gonna
detailed
work?
plan together.
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
Okay.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
Oh.
I
Okay.
have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I
Derby.
wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction,
We'll make
things must have gone quite well.
We'll make our next move on the next in a Garba day. Sure.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the
Is
plan
she
be
the
successful.
only...
So please, take care.
Is she the only Genshin character that has 2 different colored eyes? I've never
You're
looked
welcome.
at the other
And
characters'
thank you
eyes
for taking
before.
my advice. Good luck.
Only, like, Razor and a
With
couple
everything.
others, but... Alright. Meet up with Al-Haytham. I think... So, we're gonna do this, and then... Because Al-Haytham is over here. By the way, if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. If you ever are curious if my videos end up popping up in your feed, just search youtube.com/@Trinexus. As well as, editor, if you would, just throw up real quick on the screen all the other channels linked to the Arkan Studios brand. That would be much appreciated. But consider giving this video a like if you are enjoying, and leave a comment down below what other videos you want me to do on the channel, because that would help and it would make it a more enjoyable experience for everyone else watching. Alright, let's go and talk to Al-Haytham. He seems to always be in the same area no matter where we talk to him in the desert. Always in Aru village, off to, like,
good.
the end.
I'll go make some preparations.
Ramen!
Okay.
Ramen.
Them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play.
I can't wait till
We won't be able to
Al-Haytham
achieve anything if we're
comes into
simply
Genshin as a
careful.
playable character.
We must go beyond
so
that
cool
and fully
looking.
commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Yes.
Huh?
100%
Shouldn't
crystal
we be
clear.
saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people
So
can be put in
Candace
charge
is
of
more lover,
logistics,
not
while
fighter,
others will fight on the
and
front lines.
Haytham is more of a fighter, not a lover. Okay.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Ooh, you be very careful with
Of
those
course.
words, Paimon.
Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Power and being
Mercenary groups are
strong
facing constant
aren't
danger
always
every single
the
day.
most important things in
Well,
battle.
Being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
Because they didn't know their place.
all intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment.
Alrighty then.
That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Yes.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what
Hytham
is
has a
happening
point
right now
here.
across Sumeru is rather similar
gonna
to the
bring
forbidden
this
knowledge pollution that
down a
occurred
little
in the
bit.
desert thousands of years ago?
It's definitely possible.
Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
Oh.
If that's the case, what should we do?
We must tell
This is
Nahida about
huge.
this as soon as possible.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Alrighty. So, according to what we've figured out anyway, it sounds like the reason that Irminsul, or the stream of Irminsul, is getting affected and starting to do the withering is because of the fact of divine knowledge. And apparently divine knowledge is causing it some sort of, like, disease, kind of like Elazar, and it's causing it to die. That's why we had the whole world forget me thing. For anyone who didn't get that, that's pretty much what they were talking about. But I feel like it was pretty self-explanatory, that whole thing. Alright. Chew an emerite, or yeah. Not emerite. Eremites. God, why am I having such a problem with words today?
Right.
Oh yeah. Since the last time I played, I collected Nilu onto my team. My hope everything is playing smoothly, because if it's not, we're gonna have... Ooh, okay. She's so strong. I don't know what they did to Nilu, but she is so broken. Like, all these characters, level 60, she's a level 60, and she's still kicking everyone's ass in the desert. We gotta go this way. I'm hoping that the parts where we just travel to where we need to go, that the editor knows to fast forward those, because these can get pretty boring real quick. This might not work in my favor. Maybe. We'll see.
Sunny days are so warm and cozy. Ah. They make me sleepy.
Why is it a lot of characters in Genshin feel so sleepy? Sayu and Nilu are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. We still got a ways to go. Ah! Yes, I get that saying random event. We have made it to the Emmer, Emmermite. I can't say it. I'm just gonna stop saying it. We made it to the bandits' hideout.
How could this be?
Emirates. Emirates. It's one of those words that I feel like I should be able to say. I just, for some reason, can't. And I don't know why. Alright, this is not where we need to be. We need to be higher up. Ah! With the scholars.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some
Eremites.
technical.
Ah, it's the scribe.
God, I
And
keep
is that the
forgetting
traveler
how
I
to say
see?
that word.
How's the work going?
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into her head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
I'm a
No.
little scared, but very, very furious.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this cap. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes,
Good.
I do.
Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge
Oh!
capsule?
So
Yes.
So Alhaitham knows
Paimon is
that
still
she is
really
stuck
worried.
in the...
I understand, but trust me.
Oh yeah,
Paimon,
because where
this
we
is
left
something we
off,
have to do. It's best if you can do as I
she
say.
got stuck in the
Because to achieve this impossible
cage,
task,
well, not
it
cage,
sounds
but
like
like
you'll need
the
to fool your own heart
seal
first.
from
Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we
Scaramouche.
have.
So she is currently,
the
I
point you're
think,
trying to make.
if I
Imagine
remember
this.
correctly,
We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch.
That's
and everyone
true.
recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes.
okay.
Here,
What's this?
read it out loud.
Some stirring words have been written on the note. Although you don't quite understand the purposes of the...
It's done.
I hate it when they do that.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effect.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh?
It's
do you
capsule.
mean?
Why does he keep saying capsules?
Have you forgotten? You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need.
Oh.
After all that time,
Oh my
what do you
god.
think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
a slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need
Oh,
to
Hytham
identify
is
the gray
hurting my
areas?
head.
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
I love that. Just, I don't know.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before we do that, I want to, just because I'm curious, and this is all because I'm curious, it's not because I'm trying to do something I shouldn't. I want to see if I can access the sanctuary. Okay. That's fine. Let's go back and do this. I feel like going through this quest line is going to become active, and I feel like I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling that Scaramouche is down below there.
I thought we
I have
agreed
no
on a
clue.
plan.
Okay.
How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan
Raman.
we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Hytham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the
I
specifics.
knew he would be against it.
But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru
That's
City.
true.
My plan
That
will
is
clear
very
us of any
true.
possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice, to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies,
So,
I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
okay.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
This is
I've always treated my
different.
allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
Okay, so Sino sees a risk in this because my thought is that the reason he's talking like this is because he doesn't want anyone to die and sees that that could potentially happen. But at the same time, Al-Haytham's plan would work really well because they'd be able to get into Sumeru City and be able to do whatever the rest of the plan is. Although, I kind of agree. I kind of sided with Sino on this because it does seem really dangerous, and if they get caught, the consequences could be very severe.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
Alrighty.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
That's gonna do it for... I'm going to assume I'll be able to end it. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. And we will pick back up with seeing if Sino or Al-Haytham's plan will work, and we'll be able to get the Eremites through to Sumeru City. That's gonna do it for this Trinexus video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.